Okay, boss. Now today we are going to focus on the properties of info package, because after all this we'll get into hierarchies again. Okay, not now. Okay. So now what is the purpose of info package? This is a component which actually extracts data from their source and loads into what? PSA, nothing but data source. But as of 3.x data flow, previously before BA7 3.x versions, info package was able to extract data from source and load it to the target bus completely. When you work out with 3.x data flow, info package was extracting data from source and it was loading it to target bus. Only in BA7 data flow, info package only extracts till and loads it what? Till only PS. 3.x it was loading it to target completely. Okay. Now this is how it is. There is no DTP in 3.x. Now look at this. Now this is the description of the info package, and if you observe, when you are creating info package, you only specify description, right? When I say creating, you only give description. Technical name is not specified. So it does automatically create the for every info it creates technical name automatically with the naming Z pack and some naming comes. This technical name is formed automatically. You don't give it. You only give what? The description. Okay. Good. Next is the data source. Info package is always based on data source, because in the info package you get to see a lot of properties. It keeps changing, but what properties you get to see in the info package depends on the data source capabilities. Because if you see, when you try to create info package, it does ask you to what? Specify the data source. So based on the properties defined in the data source, it does bring in the properties in the info package. So always, can one data source have multiple info packages, boss? Yes. So the properties what you see in the info package depends on data source. Now which data source, you get to see the name of the data source here. Okay. So what is the data source name? ZAW sales trans. So this info package is based on this data source. And what type of data is it extracting? What? Transaction data. How does it know transaction data? While creating info package, I never specified that I am extracting transaction, but how does it know that it's bringing exactly? While creating data source, you had specified the type of data source as what? Transaction data. That's why it understands it is extracting transaction data. And then it says flat file is this. This is a source system. How does it get this source system name? Because this info package is based on this data source, and this data source is dependent on this system. Info package is dependent on the data source, and data source always depend on the source systems, always. Okay. And this is the name of the user who created this info package, and this is the date and time when this info package was created. Done? Okay.
SAP user lost changes as SAP user. If I want to keep my name,
then you have to log in with your name and then change it. Okay, boss? Here, see, in the lab, everyone is trying to log in with SAP. That's why you always get to see SAP. But in real time, everyone would have their own user login. If you log in with your login and then do save, you would get to see your user ID. Good. Okay. The next set of properties, you see properties in different tabs like data selections. You see, what is this? Extraction, processing, data targets, update, and schedule. So, rest all other properties are organized in form of a tabs here. Okay. Now, first tab, the importance of this data selection tab is to extract selectively. When you run the info package, it extracts data from source and to what? Data source. While doing this, let's say my file has got 1000 records, but you didn't want to extract all the 1000. You wanted to extract selectively, say on some condition. Let's say for this 1000 records, I had a column like say country, say IN. I had country like values like IN and US. Let's say 250 records were IN and 750 records were, let's say, US. Then let's say you want to extract only records of what? India. So what do? You go to data selection, country, you give it as IN and then extract. So it extracts only the records of what? IN. So when you're extracting from source to data source, if you want to do some filtering of data, we use data selection source. Okay. Then the extraction tab. See, you get to see these details always somewhere? I never specified this file name or nothing. From where is this property coming from? Data source. Because in the data source you specified what is the source of data, from where it has to extract. So when the info package is defined based on a data source, the source of data which is defined in the data source comes into info package automatically. నువ్వు డేటా సోర్స్లో ఏదైతే సోర్స్ డేటా ఏ ఫైల్ ఏదైనా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసినావో ఆ ప్రాపర్టీస్ అన్ని ఇన్ఫో ఫైల్కి ఆటోమేటిక్గా వచ్చేస్తాయి. ఓకే, if it is flat file you get to see this. If it is R3 you get to see different properties. Ultimately your extraction tab will have the properties from where it has to extract. That's it. ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ఫో ప్యాక్ రన్ చేస్తే పలానా దగ్గర నుంచి డేటా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలి. అది ఎస్ఏపి సిస్టమ్ నుంచా, ఆరకల్ అయితే ఆరకల్ టేబుల్ ఏంది, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఫైల్ వాట్ ఫైల్ ఇట్ ఇస్. దట్స్ ఇట్. ఓకే, then what is it? Next, processing bus. Actually look at this, we have other radio buttons. These are disabled. We had this radio buttons enabled for 3.x flow, not 7. In 7 you can load only till what? PSA. But in 7, see, PSA and then in target. So InfoPack was loading it to PSA, from there it was even taking it to target also. That's not no more option available. We can only load till what? PSA. Okay. Then we had the tab called day target. In 3.x, when the info package was enabled to load it to the targets, to which target do you want to load, we used to enable it here. And this is no more valid, this tab is no more valid if you are working with 7 flow. Okay. Then next is what? Update mode. Very, very, very important. Okay. This normally you get to see only full update, but actually there are 3 update modes. You will have like full, init and delta bus. Full, init and delta. Now look at this. When you schedule the info package with full, it extracts all the records from the source with respect to data selections. Info package full update తో రన్ చేస్తే సోర్స్ లో ఉన్న అంత డేటా సెలెక్షన్ ఏ రికార్డ్స్ అయితే డేటా సెలెక్షన్ సాటిస్ఫై అయితే ఆ రికార్డ్స్ అన్ని వస్తాయి. ఎప్పుడైనా కూడా అంతే, అది ఫుల్. ఓకే బస్. When you say full, it extracts all the records from the source with respect to data selections, what is specified in the data selection tab of the info package. That is full. Anytime. Okay. Then you'll have option called init. You don't see now, but I'll tell you why. And then you'll have other options like init bus. Initialization delta. They call it as initialize delta. Okay. How full and init works, both will be same. In whatever the mechanism your full update works, your initialized delta also works in the same mechanism only. But once your init is successful, once your initialization delta is successful, you will have the option of running delta bus. ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ డెల్టా ఉందనుకున్నా, ఓన్లీ ఫుల్ ఇనిటే కనిపిస్తుంది. ఇనిట్ పెట్టి సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా రన్ చేసిన తర్వాత నుంచి యూ విల్ గెట్ టు సీ రేడియో బటన్ కాల్డ్ డెల్టా బస్. టిల్ దెన్ యూ డోంట్ గెట్ సీ. వాట్ ఇస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఫుల్ అండ్ డెల్టా? How it extracts data, what data it extracts, it's all same with init and full. But only thing is, only upon running your init successfully, you will have the flexibility of running delta. Otherwise, no. Clear in this bus? So now when you do delta, now why should I do initialization? Why should I do delta? So when you do delta, it does not bring all the records every day. It only brings in newly added or modified since the last upload. Let's say I have 100 records in the source. Now you run the init, all the 100 comes in. After the loading of init, then if you say 5, if you create 5 more records, when you do delta, it only brings those 5. Only the newly created records or modified records will be brought into BW through delta. Oh, let me finish it. Clear on this now? Now, very, very, very important point. See, can I use my selections? Info per data selections. What is the selections? Like where you put some selection like country equal to India or whatever it is, like year equal to 2012, whatever it is. Okay. The point to be noted here is, with whatever the data selections you run init, with the same data selections my delta has to run. Otherwise, no. Suppose let's say I have 1000 records. Out of 1000, 250 records belongs to IN India and 750 belongs to country US. In the BW, what you done? You run init with the data selection as IN. So how many records would bring in? 250. Okay. Let's say after that load, for this 1000 records, you added 5 more records. Out of 5, there are only 2 records newly added for India bus. So when I do delta, since init has run with India selection, delta also has to run with the same selection bus. So again, how many? Even though there are 5 new records, how many records will the delta bring in now? 2. Adi. Ante initialize delta upload ఏ డేటా సెలెక్షన్స్ అయితే రన్ అయిందో డెల్టా కూడా అదే సెలెక్షన్స్ రన్ కావాలి మ్యాండేటరీ అన్నమాట. ఓకే బస్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ అప్డేట్ మోడ్స్ యూలో. నౌ ద క్వశ్చన్ ఇస్ why is that I don't get to see full update here? Why do I get to see only full? Why not init? If I had init, I would run init, then I would start getting to see delta bus. Why was that? Now look at this. I told you your info package is based on what bus? Data source. It means the data source is not enabled for delta, that's why I see full. Had if data source was enabled for delta, then I would start seeing what? Full and init. Once you run init successfully, then you start getting to see what? Delta bus. So how do I know whether my data source is supporting delta or not? Look at this. Now I can double click on this, go to the data source, go to the extraction tab. Now look at this. What is this here? Delta process. What it said? Delta only via what? Full upload. Means it actually doesn't, it cannot extract delta. It is only, it's like delta, it's only should be with what? Full upload. That's why it says I cannot do this. For example, I'll show you a different info package now, which we have it for some other morning, we did for some other system. See, you see update mode. What is full, delta and what? Init. Since I've run my init already, I start getting to see what? Delta bus. Why? If you double click on the data source, extraction tab, what is delta process? ABR complete delta with deletion flag. So is it supporting delta for me? The previous, my flat file data source was not supporting delta. That's why in the info package I get to see only full. So the properties what you see in the info package completely depends on your data source capabilities. If data source is enabled for delta, then you info page you get to see what? Full and init first. Once you run init successfully, then you can start running delta bus. If data source is not enabled for delta, then you start get to see only full. Okay. What was the doubt? Yeah. Someone asked. Yeah.
So if we modify the existing 250 records, there is any modification?
If you modify existing, yeah.
There is any-
See, when you say delta, it has to bring not only about new records, even it also should bring in the records what is modified also. That is actual delta. Okay. When you say delta is working fine, it's not about just recognizing the new records what is created. It has to recognize even the records what has been modified also. Okay, good. So I got the update modes now. Then schedule. So we use this schedule tab to schedule the info package. Till now what we've been doing is I was just enabling a start data load immediately. Execute means I'm just running the info package in the foreground, normal foreground. Okay, but I can if I want, let's say I want it like this. I want this info package to run daily once. Okay, I can't just come in and run it, right, trigger it every day. So I would like to schedule this automatically. Then all the scheduling can be done here. So see, in BW, any job, any process, if you schedule that in the background, it becomes a background job. Like any SAP environment, when you schedule any process, okay, any activity in the background, we call that as what? Background job. Similar way, when the info package is scheduled in the background, it does create a background job. And what is the T code to see the status of a background job? SM37. SM37 is a T code where you can see the status of any background job. So when my info package is scheduled in the background, I can check the status of this info package as a job status in SM37 or in the info package monitor also. If you are running in the foreground, I can see the status only in monitor bus. If I am running info package in the background as a job, I can see the status of the, if I know the job name, I can see the status of the job in what? SM37 as well as monitor of my info package also. Clear? Okay. That's where we use schedule options. Okay. What was it?
Update tab is both full update and init both are same.
Both are same. Logically both are same. But only difference is full will extract the data, but does not enable you to run delta at all. First, initially you get to see only full and update, full and init was. But if you do init, it extracts same as full, but enables you to run delta after that. But full doesn't do that. Full is always full. Okay. But for now, to speed up things, what I'm trying to do is so what I've done is I've just saved some file by reducing. I just took only 20 records. Uri prasara time waste tappa nerskunedi em ledu. Okay. For now, yeah. What I'm trying to do is now I'm trying to drop all the data in the cube. Because to learn about info package, I'll be running it for many times. I don't want to wait for so much time. Yeah. I'm deleting all the data what is there in the PAC also. So my complete flow is cleaned up, boss. Okay. Now make sure I can change my file details in the data source, or I can change in my info package also. So I'm going to select now what? This is my dummy file. Okay, boss. This is a file with those 20 records in it. I'm just saying. So now when I trigger this, it is going to extract data from this file only. Okay, good. Now first we're getting into this part. What is it? About what? Data selections. Okay. Let's go to the file. Let me take the scenario. So I've got data for, I've got a customer number with a lot of data in it. So 12748 and so and so, so and so. But how many records do we have of this customer? 12748? 2 records. I don't want to extract all the records from this file. I would like to extract only those records where my customer key is 12748 only. Or you can say 21156. How many are there of 21156? I just want to extract only those 4 records. Okay, boss, done. So let me close this file. Is it saved or not? So I'll go back now. Do I have my customer key in the selections bus? No. How do I get my field into selections? No. You'll have to change your data source. Go to the fields tab. Now where is your customer key? This is a field. So if you go to right, you'll have to enable the selection check properties. I would say what? Selection possible as set as what? I'm allowing this field to be enabled for selections bus. And so activate. Okay. So now if I go to my info package, do you start getting to see customer key now? So what was the value you wanted to give him? 211? What's penalty? 21156 is my value I wanted to give. So 21156, say check. Okay, was done. So I'm just filtering on single value, only one value. Okay, fine. Save it. Extraction is a new. I'm change the file name also. Processing only PSA. Not worried on the targets at all. Full update. Schedule, and I'm just loading it from the normal, because I cannot schedule in the background, because since you're loading the file from the local workstation, you cannot schedule it in the background. But if you load file from the application server, you'll be able to schedule it. Yeah. Now let me just go there and start this. So how many records it brings in? How many records it should actually bring in? Only 4. This is a bug in the system, okay? But I'll show you where to find. So what was the request number is what was the request number was? What is this? Get the number 218, right? I'll show you how do I prove that it's brought only 4 records. So go to manage 418, right? Now let me see the content of PSA. Any చూపిస్తుంది actually show 20, right? You getting one adoka bug ante system lo bug, it just showing you count as 20 from 20, but it is only bringing 4 records only. When I see the content, it's showing 4. Yes or no? Yeah, a system lo bug ante. Okay, just go in. So now you see only customers with 21156 have been brought in. This is what data selection is. Clear? Okay. Say for example, this is not what I wanted, okay? I wanted to extract all the customers where the number range is between from 20,000 to 20,500. So what I'll do, I'll give 20,000 and 20,000. 211 రాదు కదా అప్పుడు 211 is something, okay, 21000 till 21500, so that number comes up. So when I want range, I can give it like this, from value to, you know, understand what is from value to value? From is the low value, to is the high value. So I would like to extract all the customers where the number is between 21,000 to 21,500, okay. ఎవరు సాటిస్ఫై అయితే వాళ్ళు వస్తాయి. Still shows 20, but tell me how many are satisfying my criteria was? 2, I think only these 4 are satisfying. There is nothing else which is between the 2, 1. Yes or no? Still I will get 4, yeah. If I go and see my data source manage 219, select this 219, the next request PSA. How many records? Again 4. So like this you can even pass your selections with an interval also. Okay, boss? Or let's say I have a requirement of passing multiple intervals. Then what do you do? Select this row and say what? Look at this. Add row. Any rows and rows add just. Now I'll say 30,000 to 35,000. Yeah. Now I'll say 40,000 to 45,000. I can give multiple intervals also. I was able to give single value, I was able to give an interval, I was able to give multiple intervals also. But you cannot specify exclude, is not possible. You cannot say extract me all where my customer is not equal to, is not possible. Excluding is not possible. You can only include is possible, whether it could be single value, interval or multiple intervals. Excluding is not possible. Clear? Done? Okay. Boss, I just want to do one thing. I just want to check what is my current date in my server, okay? Because for license problem they put back and front, so I just want to check what is the date today. So I'm just writing simple. But you'll have a system variable called site datum, okay, which always gives you current date of the system. 9th January 2014 is the date in the system. Okay. Okay, Navas. So when I say current date, server would pick in what? 9th Jan 2014 was. Okay. Let's say now the question is, can we make these selections dynamic? Was? Let's say my requirement is like this. I am extracting data from a file. In the file I have got a date. First, see, when I am loading data from this file, is it allowing me to do delta bus? Is it allowing me to do delta? No, because it is not, because the data source doesn't support delta. You remember it was saying something, look at this. Delta only via what? Full upload. So there is no delta actually. You have to simulate delta with full only. Technically it will be full, but logically you should make it delta. That's the concept. You getting what? Full and if I keep doing full every day, I am not loading same data every day. Does it make sense? So even though technically it doesn't support delta, technically it will be full, but logically it should be delta for me. That's what it means. Okay. So now look at, I'll just pick out some logic now. Say every day you're extracting data from this file. Okay. So what now there are 20 records. Tomorrow they add some more records. Tomorrow next day they add some more records. They keep adding up records or they keep changing it. Okay. Now they tell you, boss, you have a field called order date key. You have a field called what? Order date key, which actually tells you the date when this transaction was created or changed. Suppose if I create a new order today, the date would be was 2014 0109. So then I can understand, okay, all the transactions where the order date is correct today's date, it means they are created today or modified today. If order date is my current date, it means those are the transactions which are being modified or created today. Why should I pick all 2 lakh records every day? Let me only extract those records which have been modified today or created today. Then I ask my source person, then he says, boss, this is a field you should refer to which gives you the created date or change date always for you. Okay, boss. So what is my requirement? So technically in the info package you see full, but logically I would like to make it delta where it only brings in those records which have been created or modified today. So what is the logic of identifying that? He is saying order date is what will be changing every day based on the change of the transaction. So nu em chestunte order date ee roju date undetuvanni etkonna ave modified gaani kottaga create ayinavani gaani antadu. Info bill ముందు ఫుల్ గా కనిపిస్తుంటుంది కానీ మన లాజికల్ గా డెల్టా అన్నట్లు ఆ కండిషన్ పెడితే ఓకే. సో అప్పుడు నేను నాకు ఎవరు చేంజ్ చేసేవాళ్ళు లేరు కాబట్టి 0109 పెడుతున్నా. 2014-0109 మనం రియల్ టైంలో డెల్టా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసి మనం డేటా మార్చము. మీకోసం నేను మారుస్తున్నాను అంతే. ఇన్ ద రియల్ టైమ్ వీ విల్ నెవర్ చేంజ్. యూ విల్ బేసికలీ యూ నాట్ హ్యావ్ యాక్సెస్ టు డూ దట్. You will not be able to touch the files. Okay. So I have data like this. Okay, good. Now what I will do, now I would like to extract selectively on which field? Order date. So again what do you do, boss?